Anytime.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
In gun safety, it's the number one thing. You never ever want to point your gun because you never know.
I don't own a gun shop. I lead a movement.
Andy Hallinan.
Andrew Hallinan, the owner of that Florida gun supply store.
It's not just about guns for us. It's about life and liberty. The solution to violent crime is for good guys like you and I to unite, to get armed, get trained, and carry daily.
This guy's educated. He's an educated guy. He's speaking the truth. Took so much weight off my shoulders.
We're the kind of patriots you've always wanted to be. Join us.
Hey guys, this is Andy the Gun Guy. I am going live right now because there has been a huge thing going on social media that you absolutely have to know about. Those of you who are joining live, what I want you to do is go ahead and comment your location below and share with me where you guys are actually located, because I want to know who I'm talking to and where we are talking to people. This is something that we need to do to come together. I haven't been going live super often, but I'm live on a bunch of social media channels right now. You've got to know what's going on. So comment your location. Let me see where you're messaging from. This is absolutely nuts what the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department has just done. This happened today, and it's something that we absolutely need to do in order to come together and support the Second Amendment with one another. This is absolutely huge. Comment your location below, and make sure that as we're watching, if there's any issues with sound or anything like that, you let me know what's going on, because I have not gone live for a while. So I got notified by a good friend of mine, Kevin. Kevin kind of keeps me up to date on a lot of that's going on social media throughout the internet, that something happened in Hillsborough County today that you've got to know about. So I actually have the post. I'm going to hit the screen share button here. This is the first time I've ever tried to screen share, so if something is not working, just let me know. I can't actually see what my output is right now, but around 8 o'clock tonight, this screenshot was captured on the Hillsborough County's Sheriff's Department. Roger, good to see you. We got Paul from Palatka, Joel from Fort McCoy, Paul from Palatka again. Good to see you guys. This was a screenshot that Kevin took around 8 p.m. tonight from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. It says, "Getting more guns off the street." Hashtag Team HCSO deputies from 2 different districts worked together on a traffic stop on a truck for several different traffic violations. For officer safety, they approached the vehicle on the passenger side. Upon the driver opening the passenger window, a rifle was observed to be wedged between the seat and the center console. When asked if there were other, I hate that word, but other weapons within the vehicle, the driver advised that there were other weapons. Deputies found 3 handguns concealed underneath the center console and the driver's seat. The driver, Stephen Michael Frisco, 72695, was arrested and further charged with 3 counts of carrying concealed firearms, all of which were fully loaded. Give these deputies a thumbs up for keeping our county safe and getting these guns off the street. Guys, what I want you to do is give me the anger face for these deputies. Let's dissect exactly what these guys are saying and the information that is provided to me from multiple sources throughout this. Hit the anger button if this is making you angry, because here's what I hear. Okay, for officer safety, they approached the vehicle on the passenger side, and upon the driver opening the passenger window, a rifle was observed to be wedged between the seat and the center console. Guys, I want you to know that here in Florida and many other states, long guns have no requirement to be in a case, to be locked, or to be unloaded in any capacity. Hit the anger button if this makes you angry right off the bat. Something is amiss here. First of all, they're very descriptive about how this gun was laid. They're very descriptive about these other guns underneath the seats. But when they talk about the traffic stop, they say for several traffic violations. I have it on good authority that this guy was not stopped for anything except for somebody saw this gun, okay? And if that's the case, this was not a probable cause traffic stop, and it will be overturned, and this may be a lawsuit. They're super specific about how they approach the vehicle. They're super specific about what was observed. They're super specific about what was said. And yet, to talk about the actual stop, the actual reason to have this investigation in the first place is that they are working a traffic stop. They basically have several traffic violations, right? Hit the anger button right now if this sounds suspicious, because I think that it absolutely sounds suspicious to me. We're talking to a whole bunch of people. Dwayne Martinez, Cameron, good to see you. Terry, Melissa, Jason, good to see you guys. We got 90 people on the Florida Gun Supply channel, another 90 on the Andy the Gun Guy brand. Good to see you guys as well. So, second, I want you to take a look at this particular situation here. Okay, so we've got this long gun right here, which is clearly a hunting rifle that is exposed. So I actually had my buddy Kevin look up Stephen Michael Frisco's background. And guess what? He hasn't been arrested since he was 19. He got in a little trouble since he was 19, had a little bit of drink in him, but no big deal. He is absolutely in lawful possession of these guns. Now, there is something to be said about Michael having guns underneath his seat. Okay, in the state of Florida, a lot of people think that without a concealed carry permit, there's this 3-step rule to carry a gun in your car without a license to carry. That does not exist. A 3-step rule is not real at all. Okay. However, having this gun laid out on your back seat, in your driver's seat, in your passenger seat, there is no requirement to have that long gun, any sort of lock or key or anything like that. It can be totally loaded, ready to go. There's no 3-step rule to carrying a gun in your car in Florida without a license to carry. However, the gun must be securely encased and not readily accessible. And case law, which is people getting pulled over and a judge figuring out what that means, shows that the gun must be in a compartment that is permanently affixed to the vehicle with a lid that shuts. So that's permanently affixed to the vehicle with a lid that's shut. So center console, glove box is okay. Having these handguns underneath the seat would not be okay. However, I'm under good authority, and I've been told that this traffic stop had nothing to do with any sort of issue except for the cops seeing that firearm and pulling him over for that, which would mean that this is not a probable cause traffic stop. Guys, I want you to comment your comments down below. Let me see what you guys have to say about this, because this is really fishy to me. I believe that the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department has messed up because they actually deleted this post. And the other thing that I want you to see is give the deputies a thumbs up for keeping our county safe and getting these guns off the streets. This guy is not a criminal. This guy did not have drugs in the car. This guy was not out committing murder. This guy was not out killing people. This guy had a hunting rifle that was lawfully exposed and didn't know that having the handguns under the seat was not appropriate. He did not know that that was the law. And by the way, let's talk about that for a second. When we're talking about our Second Amendment rights, thou shalt not infringe. It's almost like the holy grail of the Bill of Rights. Thou shalt not infringe. I mean, obviously it doesn't say that, but very important that we understand that what is the difference between having your gun locked in your glove box or center console and, not locked, sitting in your glove box or center console and having it under the seat? Why is there a law that makes having it under the seat illegal and yet having it in the glove box with a lid that shuts is legal, right? There's no 3-step rule. You don't have to have a snap or a zip or anything like that. Carmen says, I see you're on here changing lives again. Yeah, Carmen, good to see you up in North Carolina. Terry saying, wow, not even a felon. Shakes my head. What would that's what makes me angry, Terry, right? Is this statement here. Give these deputies a thumbs up for keeping our county safe and getting these guns off the streets. Guys, give me anger faces, because we need to hold the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department accountable for spending our tax dollars and humiliating this guy. I mean, this guy is not a felon, right? He is not somebody who should not be in possession of firearms. He's within his legal right to be in possession of firearms. I think I said be in possession of felons, but be in possession of firearms. He's legally allowed to own them. He's legally allowed to have them. He's legally allowed to have that hunting rifle out on his backseat, completely loaded. And yet now his picture's all over Facebook, his mugshots all over the place. Listen, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department, what you need to do is take thugs off the streets, guys who are walking around with guns that are committing crime, people who are walking around with guns that have drugs in the car. This guy is not a problem. You know, we've been told, and we've got to believe you, that there were several traffic violations, right? If this guy was out committing crimes, he's not going to have his rifle laid out on the back seat, which is his lawful right to do so. If you agree with me, hit the thumbs up button on social media right now. It's so important that we come together and understand that this guy is not the problem. This is another form of gun control, and the fact that the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department would say, give these deputies a thumbs up for keeping our country safe and getting these guns off the streets is absolutely ridiculous. And take a look at this. Sheriff Chad Chronister, I'm pretty sure he's going to take some slack on the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department as well. It sounds like he was the sheriff that actually made this call. Guys, if this makes you angry, I want to see the angry button all over social media, and we need to do a couple of things because of this. Number one, we've got to share this video in every gun community, every gun group that we've got on all of our timelines and all of our news feeds. We've got to share this video to let people know what's going on with this poor guy. This poor guy, what was his name? Stephen Michael Frisco. Definitely need to share that. Number two, what I want you to do is I want you to enter my community of Second Amendment supporters. Somebody comment this below, Crystal or Tim or Dale. Somebody comment below www.2amatters.com/Andy. Okay, 2amatters.com/Andy. What you're going to do there is you're actually going to join my Second Amendment community by entering to win a free something that I can't say on Facebook because they'll ban me. But it goes pew pew pew. Okay, enter to win at www.2amatters.com/Andy, because that gives us the ability to come together and join this type of social media movement and be able to come together and stand up for guys like Steven, because this is absolutely nuts that somebody would have this happen to him, especially here in Florida. Guys, please share this video. And the reason that we're so committed to this is because we are the media. Take a look.
To every dishonest member of the failing American news media, let me explain why you've never been less trusted, less credible, or less respected. For decades, you ignored calls from millions of gun owners to just tell the truth. All you had to do was just get the facts right about our guns and our freedom. But you never even pretended to listen. Instead, you weaponized the First Amendment against the Second. And now the whole country sees you for the mockery we've always known. Your claim to the truth is as legitimate as a thief's. If the fate of individual freedom had rested in your hands, America would have fallen long ago. But Americans put their trust somewhere else. And now, in that place, stands the most trusted defender of individual freedom in American history. We're the National Rifle Association of America, and we're freedom's safest place.
Guys, I am the NRA. If you agree with that, hit the thumbs up button right now. Please share this video. Enter to win my giveaway that I can't talk about, pew, 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 at www.2amatters.com/Andy. And as always, this is Andy the Gun Guy. My message is to get armed, get trained, carry daily, and long live the Republic.
I don't own a gun shop. I lead a movement.
Andy Hallinan, Andrew Hallinan, the owner of that Florida gun supply store.
It's not just about guns for us. It's about life and liberty. The solution to violent crime is for good guys like you and I to unite, to get armed, get trained, and carry daily.
This guy's educated. He's an educated guy. He's speaking the truth. Took so much weight off my shoulders.
We're the kind of patriots you've always wanted to be. Join us.